Should have set this up first. All right. Here we go. Mic, check. Okay. So today we were talking about you are what you eat. I mean, I'll move this so it's like not like in my way, but it's already just perfectly in my way. Here we go. Yeah, this is better. This looks good. This angle looks good right here. Okay. So welcome to episode 3 of the Morning Coffee Podcast. So today I'm talking about you are what you eat. Meaning you are what you consume, right? So we always hear you are what you eat, and it's not just food. We're not just eating food. We're consuming. How are we? Oh, thank you for the Happy Father's Day. Yes, we are blessed. We definitely are blessed. So, what are we eating? What are we consuming? We consume what we eat, what we drink, what we watch, what we listen to, what we touch, even what we smell. All of our senses, right? Today, I'm really gonna focus on what we watch, what we listen to. That is going to really set the tone for our subconscious and how we are living, right? So what we are watching and what we're listening to really seeps into our subconscious, because most of the time it's happening we're not aware of it. We're not consciously aware of what's really happening, the underlying messages that are setting the tone for our lives. So what I want to think about and what I want all of us to think about is taking inventory on what's happening. What are we watching? What are we listening to? Is that serving us? Is that serving our purpose? Is that who we want to become? If you look at your life now, what you are doing, and especially your habits and your behaviors, that's all coming from your subconscious. The body is the subconscious mind. The body is the subconscious mind, meaning whatever's happening with your body, whatever you're doing, whatever your habits, your behaviors, whatever you are doing, that is all coming from the subconscious mind. And what's happening, your subconscious mind is coming from what you are watching, what you are listening to, your surroundings, right? So whatever you're watching, what are you watching? What kind of movies are you watching? What kind of TV shows are you watching? That's going to have a bigger impact. Also, and then the type of content. So like, are you watching the news that's only putting out the negativity of the world, mostly the negativity of the world? Then you're going to think negative about the world, because that's what you're just soaking in all the time. Think about that concept. Also, think about the concept of, if you're watching like horror films or like different, like certain TV, I'm like, wow, like wifey, she watches Grey's Anatomy. It's a good show. Quality show, gets people locked in. But some of the stuff I'm like, this is terrible TV. This will make you think that everything bad is going to happen. Not everything, but it makes you think that certain things are going to be extreme. And I know the TV needs to write it extreme to get the views and lock you in. But it's like, if you stay too dialed into that, your subconscious will think that it will be in that space, especially what we're listening to. Like look at what we're listening to. And that could also start to change how we think. Because we're listening to music, it's like, I always use reference, it's just like songs like Pound Town, Booty Hole Brown, like that is crazy. Like that's having that repeat in your mind is wild. So like, what can you listen to? What can you replace? Yesterday, I stopped watching weeks ago when I started this podcast and I started to like lock in and commit to my future. I stopped watching individual TV. Like I'm not going to turn the TV on myself and watch it. I've been watching TV here and there. It's been on. But yesterday I was like, I had a couple of days of like effective work. I'm going to relax. I'm going to put the TV on. Open Netflix. Netflix has an option. They have their little labels of like, in the labels of like binge worthy or new releases or continue watching. I opened it, first thing, or maybe the second one, the category was human connections. And if you know me, like that is my purpose. Like my purpose is to enhance human connection. Specifically that human connection. And I was like, all right, now I know y'all be listening, but I know Netflix was listening too. That and or Universe guy was like, oh, you thought you was about to watch TV and just relax? Nah, you still dialed in. You can't get away from this. You're locked into your purpose. You can't get away from it. So I went through the options of human connection. I found the Tony Robbins, I'm Not Your Guru documentary or special, whatever. And it's also the same documentary I watched when I started my journey last year on like coaching and like inspiring and all that. And I remember that started me taking notes and creating my first free guide of how to transform your life. The self-transformation guide. That's linked in my bio if you want to grab that. I made that from watching Tony Robbins special last year. So now I'm watching it again, and I'm hearing things I didn't hear before. My awareness is just so more heightened. I'm catching more gems that I missed before. And as I'm catching more gems, I'm also realizing like, yes, I do want to watch this. I do want to subconsciously see how I can transform lives of 2,500 people while standing on stage. I do want to subconsciously understand how I can move and connect with people from stage or even down to in person and connect with them deeper. I do want to subconsciously understand how I can be my best self, have rich energy, understand how I could be such a source and a magnet where I can pull people in and then serve them, only to serve them to their highest good. How could I be such a powerful magnet that I can serve? That is what I want to subconsciously know, so that way I'm walking in that. And it just also opened my mind to so many things, like little things, and even who I want to be. Who am I creating? Who is the identity that I'm creating? And he mentioned like this Tony Robbins person. I created him. I designed him years and decades ago when he decided this was what he wanted to be. And in that moment, I was like, yes, Jordan Alexander. That is who I'm going to be. Like that name. It is my name, and that name has such a nice strong ring and a powerful like Jordan Alexander. Yeah, you got Jordan Alexander. Yeah, like. It's just like Jordan. It's not enough. But Jordan Alexander is like, yeah, like that's. So, welcome, y'all. I'm Jordan Alexander. If you didn't know. Maybe Jordan Alexander talks like this. I don't know what y'all think. No, but so having rich energy is one of the things I really took from it. And so many other things I'm always taking notes. This is my brain outside my body. This is my brain's second home. All right, which soon I will have one for you to get. All right, and after the 6 a.m. call, I took so many notes and just understanding so many more things. But staying on the topic of you are what you consume. So I'm consuming that. What else am I consuming? I'm also consuming audiobooks. I'm also consuming documentaries, podcasts regularly, specifically of people that are in places that I want to go, that I want to be, that I want to like. So wherever your goals are, whatever goals you want to achieve, I implore you. I didn't do no sign off, so nobody's on there. I implore you to look at the goals and the things that you want to achieve and lock in there. Really look at what you want to do and okay, like how do I get myself around that? Even our environments, what we see has a huge influence to our subconscious. I think high school alumni needs to be more important. That should be stressed a lot more. High school alumni, because the freshmen and sophomores of high school, they're going through life. They're trying to figure out what they want to do, and they may just look around their neighborhood and who they're going to see. Either high school dropouts, maybe people just like they graduated and they're just working at Foot Locker. They're working like a local job, or they're not working. They're still staying with their parents. They may see local drug dealers. They may see local just people on the street. Like depending on the different neighborhood, you're going to see that. But if the success from high school comes back, if they come back and show and introduce and show what they're doing, it doesn't have to be all the time. Obviously, you're doing something, so you need to be doing something where you need to be doing it. But come back and just show, like, hey, this is what it looks like. This is why I came from here. This is what I'm doing. That can transform the life of that freshman or sophomore, even junior and senior at high school at that young level to understand, like, oh, I can do more than McDonald's. I can do more than the manager at Foot Locker. Because that you can see that subconsciously you're like, I don't need to sell drugs. I don't need to just stay here. I don't need to just have a baby and stay on welfare. Subconsciously, I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to go to college. Subconsciously, I'm supposed to go build a business. Subconsciously, I'm supposed to, work for a Fortune 500 company. Whatever it is, whatever higher goal that fits your purpose, then do that. but that could inspire more subconsciously. Also for you, wherever you are in your space, maybe like, okay, I want to be a speaker, right? So I want to be a speaker. I want to be at a point where I can transform lives through offering retreats, through speaking, through books, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I need to be around those circles. Maybe I need to go to a different networking event to see how millionaires operate, to see how retreat creators operate, to see how book authors operate. What are they doing? What conversations are they having? Can I just see it and subconsciously start to posture myself the way they posture themselves? Can I start having the similar conversations to myself the way they have the conversations with themselves? Can all that be in my subconscious? Can I consciously recreate my subconscious? That is the bigger conversation. And understanding where your purpose and where you actually want to go, like wherever you want to go, and then looking at where you are now and your habits and behaviors in your subconscious. It could change by just, okay, let me change what I watch. Let me change what I listen to. Let me change what's around me, my observations. Let me change energetically who I'm touching, who I'm around. Because that energy is a bigger thing, and that's a whole nother conversation. That is also a big part of it. Yeah. Subconscious mind. I was on a different thing earlier, then I stopped to go back to here. Boom, boom. Doing inventory, what you're consuming, what's building your subconscious. Yeah, all this stuff is yes. Okay, consumption, your goal. So, I feel like that's solid. That's solid. That is the episode. I'm gonna have so takeaways. Thanks, babe. Thanks for the reminder. Takeaways. Do an inventory on your life. Do an inventory of what you're taking in, what you're watching, what you're listening to, and how you're behaving, and see if that aligns with your goals. If not, maybe join a different community. Join a run club. Join a walking club. Join a something. Maybe change where you do work. Maybe just go to a different workspace, a different coffee shop. Maybe a local one versus a popular one. Either way. Change what you're watching. Maybe don't watch the 6 o'clock news every day this week. Maybe just watch it one day a week. And replace that with a podcast. Replace that with a documentary. Replace that with something that's going to align with where you want to go and who you want to become. If you're not sure where you want to go and who you want to become, check out my guide, my free transformation guide. That could help. Or just ask your questions some more wise. Like what is it that I enjoy doing the most? Check out the last episode, because I definitely talked about that on, I think, episode 2 on finding your purpose. Love it? Great. Thank you for joining me in this. Sorry guys, I'm practicing my sign off. Thank you for joining me on episode 3. No, I don't want to say episode 3. This one is a regular sign off. Yeah, I'll be patient with me. Thank you for joining me on the Morning Coffee Podcast. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Be your best self. And as always, make it remarkable.